What's up everyone, welcome back. And if you're wondering what I'm doing with this empty container, then filling it up with water, I was basically trying to create a DIY self-watering pot at home. You will get to know the entire process in a while. So here I had filled up this first container with some water and then added the second container. The soil is slightly dry from the upper surface, but it is moist beneath. So in few minutes you'll get to know what is this entire thing that I'm doing. So this is how it looks like today. The soil is still very moist, and let me pick it up. And as you can see, it has soaked up with the help of these wicks that we have used. So this is definitely going to reduce a lot of my work with watering my plants, especially certain plants that they are kept in certain location wherein I cannot water them every other day. It becomes very difficult. And of course, if you're not going to water plants that require slight moisture in the soil, they will dry out. But because this was just an experiment, this is the first one, I had some flaws in this. The first flaw is that this pot is very narrow at the base. So what's happening is it is sinking in to this container way deep than I need. So as you can see, this is where the marking is of the pot. The pot ends over here. So I am left with only little bit of water, like let's say 1/4. So I am going to change the pot so I can show you the entire process of how I put the wick into the pot. But I'm going to use another pot wherein the pot is going to sit here to this level. So then I have more water space, and that is going to work out really well. So then I do not need to refill it every now and then, because if there is more space for that water, then of course the watering is going to reduce even more. I do not need to replenish it that often, how I will have to do it in this, because there is very less space for water. So I'm going to show you the entire process. So I'm going to put the cloth piece like this, ensuring that the piece of cloth comes in contact with the soil, because that is very important. So this is how it's going to sit. So every time the soil dries, the end part that is in the water will start to absorb moisture, because this piece of cloth, when it starts to dry, it will start pulling out water from the pot beneath, from the container beneath. It's called as the capillary action. So we're going to place it right here, because that's where our soil is going to sit. And let me fill in the soil mix. Now the soil that I have taken over here is very loose, very porous. It is a mix of garden soil, sand and cocoa peat. So it is going to absorb that moisture as and when the soil starts to dry. So I will first fill in a little bit. I'm also going to put a plant in this. I have a plant in mind that requires slight moisture in soil, and I'm having a little bit difficult time watering that plant because that plant is kept in the lift room. So I don't go to that area that often. So a lot of times that plant is neglected. In fact, I have a couple of plants over there, and I'm going to shift all of them into such self-watering pots. We have taken the plant out. Very beautiful, healthy roots. We are going to place the roots like this. Now Scindapsus are trailing plants, so as and when it starts to grow, you need to give them a pole, but you can even let them trail as well. They will do quite well. But they say that if you're going to let it trail, the size of the leaves will not increase. The size of the leaves will only increase if they are given a pole, or if they have been let to grow vertically, then the size of the leaves also tend to grow. But right now I don't have much options of a pole, because I'm keeping it in the lift room. I cannot keep a pole over there, and because it's on the edge, I can't keep a pole, otherwise it might end up falling. So now we have planted our Scindapsus in this pot. We have this wick that is going to be sitting in water. So I filled this up with water, and now all I have to do is just keep this in the water like this. I won't be able to lift it, but I'll try because it's filled with water. And now as you can see, the bottom part compared to our previous pot, this one is much better. It has more space to store water. I can still put in some more water, but I think that's more than enough. Now I don't have to be worried about watering my scindapsus. She is going to get self-watered. Now another very important thing, this is a self-watering pot and the level of water in the second container should not come in contact with the first pot. Only the wick, the cloth wick should be in water and not the entire first pot, because if your pot is completely in water, then your soil is going to be soggy wet and then you might end up with a root rot. So ensure whenever you are filling water in the second container, only the wick has to be in contact with water and not the entire upper pot. So that's it for today, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.